Yankee Home Improvement. Here we are out in beautiful Oakham with Bill and Marna, and we have just installed an incredible stone-coated metal roof. Can you tell me your thoughts about this roof that we installed for you?
The appeal to me for this roof was that it is a metal roof, that it does interlock, but yet it looks like shakes. And since I picked it out, I really like it. It has added a lot to the house. It really took me a lot to get used to the idea of a metal roof. I knew we wanted one because we had trouble with ice dams, and we really needed to get rid of that issue.
Right.
So that's why we went to the metal roof. And then Bill went to the home show in Worcester and found Yankee Home Improvement.
Okay.
And he came home and we had several meetings, and we looked at different types of roofs, and we did with other vendors that came out to the house too. We were looking for our best bargain and best quality.
And our old roof had 2 layers of shingles on it and needed to be replaced. You know, the fact that it was good for 100 years and anybody buy, of course I haven't told my real estate about that. My assessors, I don't want another that amount of money added to my taxes. But you know, the fact that it was good for 100 years, so on and so forth, we'll never have to worry about it again. And I think it's a good selling point for the next people that buy it. Sure. Because if they own it for 40 years, 20 years, they'd have to replace regular shingles around there.
Correct.
By that time.
That's correct.
So it adds to the value, and I don't think we're going to get much for wind damage or anything like that to it, or leakage. The fact that it doesn't allow heat through the roof into the attic, that's a plus. Yes. Especially during the summer when it's hotter than Hades. Use the right word there. You know, and you know, those are some of the good benefits from it. But I think you know, you see flat roofs, you see some of the aluminum ones interlock flat. Yeah. You know, and everybody that owns the regular aluminum roofs tell me how noisy it is when the ice comes sliding off. Right. It'll be interesting on this. If there's no heat going through it from the attic during the winter, how much of it'll melt, or just eventually melt when the sun comes out and the season's over. You know right. It'll be an interesting winter. We did go out and look at another one. Oh yeah. But it wasn't the same as this one.
Yeah, it was a plain. It was a regular shingle look of the roof. Okay. And it was out in Great Barrington, I believe. Okay. And it was lovely, and the people were very nice, and they spoke very highly of the product, which was another selling point for us. Wow, terrific, terrific.
So tell me about the crew. How did they do when they were putting the roof on?
Very professional. Terrific. And you know, kind of went above and beyond to make sure that we were satisfied with what we were seeing, and kept us informed of what they were doing, which was good.
Excellent, excellent. Can you tell me what was the big difference with working with Yankee Home?
I'll tell you, one of the things is at least they brought me out samples, they showed us stuff like this.
So coming out with the actual piece that was going up was good for us.
Okay, so the samples helped.
Visualize it.
Okay,
yeah.
right.
And feel it and touch it.
Sure,
so that was good.
Sure. Now I'm sure your friends and neighbors, what have they said about, you know, the stone-coated metal roof that you guys got? What's been some of the feedback you've been getting?
Well, I guess the first question is, that's not metal. And then we have to explain to them what it is, that it is steel and it's coated, but meant to look more like a regular shingle than anything else. So.
I had a friend from North Brookfield going by, and he stopped to talk to me out there, and he said, well, how do you like your roof? I said, drive into the yard, let me show you. And he came into the yard, I walked in the garage, grabbed the piece, I said, look at this is what it looks like, so on and so forth. You know, for a normal house, it might cost a little bit more than what the regular shingles would, but if you don't have to ever worry about it again, especially if it's somebody young. Sure. You just bought a house and you're 30 years old and you plan on being here for the next 25, 30 years or whatever, retiring here, and you got to replace your shingles sometime. Never have to do it again if they replace them. Right.
Now, what would you say to a family or a friend or any of your neighbors here if they're considering to work with Yankee Home Improvement, you know, and getting a roof or, you know, siding? What would you recommend us? What would you say?
I think I'd say they're very good to work with. They're very attentive. They're responsive when you call. I like the one-on-one that we got. We had kind of our salesperson, Steve Harvester, was the person who was with us the most. And he was very good, and he tried to work the best deal for us, which we appreciated. But the fact that they are responsive is something that I really liked, and the communication was there.
Okay. And what was your favorite aspect of your whole Yankee experience? Is there one thing that really stands out?
I think the crew was the best part. They were, like Bill says, they were very friendly, but they were very respectful, and respectful of our property as well, which I appreciated. But they also, they just enjoyed doing what they were doing for us, and they seemed to enjoy the give and take that we had.
Sure.
So it was good.
Okay.
They
Terrific.
enjoyed the work.
Yes. Okay.
You know, and that counts. If you're up there
It
enjoying
does.
what you're doing, even if it is 80 degrees out and the sun's beating down on you.
I would just say, if you're thinking of doing a roof, look into Yankee Home Improvement. I mean, they did a wonderful job for us, and we would highly recommend them.
Excellent.